let's come over. Negative numberblocks role playing negative 5 trillion to infinity. Negative 5 trillion, negative 4 trillion, negative 3 trillion, negative 2 trillion, negative 1 trillion, negative 200 billion, negative 100 billion, negative 20 billion, negative 10 billion, negative 3 billion, negative 2 billion, negative 1 billion. Negative 200 million, negative 400 million is crashed. Negative 100 million, negative 500 million, negative 400 million, negative 300 million, negative 200 million, negative 100 million, negative 50 million, negative 40 million, negative 5 million, negative 12, 20 million, negative 10 million, negative 1 million, negative 500,000, negative 400,000, negative 300,000, negative 200,000, negative 100,000, negative 50,000, negative 40,000, negative 30,000, negative 12,000. It's crap. Negative 19,000, negative 18,000, negative 17,000, negative 16,000, negative 15,000, negative 14,000, negative 13,000, negative 12,000, negative 11,000, negative 10,000, negative 9,000, negative 8,000, negative 10,000, negative 6,000, negative 5,000, negative 4,000, negative 3,000, negative 200, negative 2,020, negative 1,000, negative 100, 800, 800, negative 700, 600, negative 500, negative 400, negative 300, negative 200, negative 100, negative 90, and then 80, negative 70, negative 60, negative 50, negative 40, negative 30, negative 25, negative 20, 22, negative 20, negative 19, negative 18, negative 17, negative 16, negative 15, negative 14, negative 15, negative 12, negative 11, 10, 9, 10, 75, 40, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 30, 36, 40, 49, 50, 55, 60, 64, 70, 80, 81, 91, 91, 90, 100, 200, 300, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Yes. 8,000, 9,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 25,000, 45,000, 45,000, 1 million, 10 million, 2 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million, 1 billion. One billion, 300 million, 1 billion, 600 million, 2 billion, 300 million, 2 billion, 600 million, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion, 7 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion, 10 billion, 10 billion, 1, 10 billion, 1,000, 10 billion, 1 million, 11 billion, 12 billion, 30 billion, 40 billion, 50 billion, 16 billion, 17 billion, 18 billion, 19 billion, 20 billion, 21 billion, 20 billion, 23 billion, 21 billion, 30 billion, 33 billion, 36 billion. It's crashed. 40 billion. 40 billion, 46 billion, 50 billion, 58 billion, 6 billion, 64 billion, 70 billion, 90 billion, 91 billion, 9 billion, 97 billion, 904 million, 100 billion, 100 billion, 100 billion, 1,000, 100 billion, 9 million, 100, 101 billion, 110 billion, 110 billion, 130 billion, 140 billion, 150 billion, 160 billion, 170 billion, 180 billion, 190 billion, 200 billion, 24 billion, 210 billion, 220 billion, 230 billion, 250 billion, 300 billion, 400 billion, 500 billion, 500 billion, 500,000, 500 billion, 500 billion, 580 billion, 600 billion, 700 billion, 800 billion, 900 billion, 1 trillion, 10 billion, 1 trillion, 1 trillion, 1,000, 1 trillion, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 trillion, 1 million, 1 trillion, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 10 billion, 1 trillion, 100 billion, 100 billion, 1 trillion, 200 billion, 1 trillion, 300 billion, 1 trillion, 400 billion, 1 trillion, 500 billion, 1 trillion, 600 billion, 1 trillion, 700 billion, 1 trillion, 800 billion, 1 trillion, 900 billion, 2 trillion, 2.5 times 1 trillion, 3 trillion, 4 trillion, 5 trillion, 6 trillion, 7 trillion, 8 trillion, 9 trillion, 10 trillion, 11 trillion, 12 trillion, 13 trillion, 16 trillion, 20 trillion, 30 trillion, 40 trillion, 50 trillion, 30 trillion, 5 million, 60 trillion, 70 trillion, 80 trillion, 90 trillion, 97 trillion, 100 billion, but not few. 100 trillion, 200 trillion, 300 trillion, 400 trillion, 500 trillion, 600 trillion, 700 trillion, 800 trillion, 900 trillion, 1 quadrillion, 2 quadrillion, 3 quadrillion, 4 quadrillion, 5 quadrillion, 6 quadrillion, 7 quadrillion, 8 quadrillion, 9 quadrillion, 10 quadrillion, 20 quadrillion, 30 quadrillion, 40 quadrillion, 50 quadrillion, 100 quadrillion, 1 quintillion, 2 quintillion, 3 quintillion, 4 quintillion, 5 quintillion, 10 quintillion, 20 quintillion, 30 quintillion, 50 quintillion, 60 quintillion, 100 quintillion, 1 quadrillion, 1 sextillion, 2 sextillion, 3 sextillion, 4 sextillion, 6 sextillion, 20 sextillion, 100 sextillion, 1 septillion, 2 septillion, 3 septillion, 10 septillion, 100 septillion, 1 octillion, 2 octillion, 1 nonillion, 1 decillion, 1 centillion, Googleplex, 1 do one question mark question mark question mark glitch googleplexing glitch googleplexing times 1 trillion infinity. That's the end. The end of ultimate number blocks are p negative 5 trillion to infinity. The infinity. That's the experience. We got the end. Died. Welcome to the minutes on the server. Playable and 300 minutes.